Phantom 1, flight of 3, 50 clicks from IP links. KPS is 2.25, over.
Titanfall finally gives us a chance to be good at first-person shooters again, and that's after years of being humbled by angry 15-year-old Americans who knew the Call of Duty maps a little bit too well. Now, standard FPS tactics apply, but you need to know Titanfall's subtle changes of rules to dominate. We've broken down our day 1 tips into 4 sections below. Number 1, expert movement, 2, attacking secrets, 3, Titan mastery, and 4, defensive strategies. Now click on any one of those headers to jump to that section of the video. We've got even more tips and secrets videos for Titanfall every single day. We've got our review of the game, and we've also got live streams planned every single day of the week, so do subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. On top of all that, CVG's resident Titanfall expert Tamoor Hussain will be playing the game every single night on Twitch, so if you want to join in with him and learn some cool tactics, please follow his Twitch stream, which is on the screen right now.
Signal when ready.
Number 1. Keep moving, but obey the new rules. This is fairly obvious for FPS veterans, but Titanfall gives you new ways to stay on the move, which is absolutely essential. In addition to sprinting with L3, you can clamber up walls and ceilings, you can double jump in between buildings, and wall run along billboards and walls, and you can even combine these moves for maximum effect. It's important to learn these new rules fast. Start to think vertically about the level. Now let's say you're being chased by an enemy. If you climb up a wall and jump, it's quite possible if you time it right to switch positions and shoot them from behind. Enemy in a window? Double jump in and melee attack him. Enemy in cover? Run along the wall and flank him. Be aware of your surroundings at all times, and sprinting into the open can be a sign of madness. Those areas are designed for Titan combat, not for people running around. It's important to learn the level's geography and practice agility style set plays, almost like you're practicing football free kicks. That can make all the difference in the heat of battle. Get in the practice of pressing jump when you land to maintain momentum is another key tip. Number 2. Learn the grappling secret. You don't get taught this in training, but you can pull the left trigger while wall running and your pilot will jam a knife in the wall and hang from it. It's a great way to kill your momentum. It's a really surprise vantage point, although you can only use smaller weapons while you're stuck in that position. It's really handy if you're being chased and a guy goes to run at you, you leap onto the wall, hang off, he shoots past and you shoot him in the back of the head or jump down and snap his neck with a melee attack. Number 3. Don't ignore the AI grunts. Sure, the AI grunts are barely a threat, but don't ignore them. Each Titan has a set construction time, and when this is up, a pilot can call a Titan in. Now, killing enemy pilots, which are the human players, can accelerate the time before you can construct a Titan, but so does killing grunts, even if it's to a lesser extent. However, because grunts are really easy to mop up with your standard machine gun and pistol, it's worth doing so just so you can get to that Titan even quicker. Number 4. Know your burn cards, know how to combine them. When you rank up a few levels, you'll earn burn cards, which offer you one-off boosts during play. You need to select 3 cards pre-match, and they can't be changed on the fly, so tactics are important. Now, most cards give you XP boosts for killing grunts or Titans, or they reduce your construction time, but the rarer cards let you revive yourself after death, or give Titans quicker access to their core charge abilities. Number 5. Smart Pistol grenade combos. The Smart Pistol, as you'll know from training, can lock onto multiple enemies at once and execute them all with a single button tap, so it's super useful against the slightly stupider AI grunts, less useful against human players, but can often make the difference in a one-on-one finishing them off battle. However, the pistol can be used in tandem with the grenades to surprise your foes. Normally when you charge a grenade, it takes a few seconds to explode on the floor, but if you throw it, pull out your Smart Pistol and target it, you can shoot it to explode the minute it lands, and that is fantastic when approaching a big enclosed room full of foes. Number 6. Use eject as an attacking option. When your Titan takes too much damage, you're prompted to eject, and you can use this time in the air to your advantage. Whip out your anti-Titan weapon with the left D-pad to fire off some shots, or aim for the rooftops and try and take a good vantage position. Yes, like all games, you can snipe to an extent in Titanfall. You can even eject outside combat scenarios purely for the tactical advantage and just to get a better vantage point. Once you're in the Titan, the UI will tell you how to eject, and that's with X, and it's a good way to reach a classic rooftop position. Keep your Titan in guard mode by pressing the D-pad down when you do this for a double whammy effect. Or eject and try landing on another Titan to create confusion. Number 7. How to tackle Titans head on. Now as a pilot you shouldn't really get too close to the Titans, you'll get absolutely minced, but try to keep your distance and use your anti-Titan weapon while ducking in and out in cover while you're reloading. Now always turn tail and run and hide if the Titan has got a lot of health and has definitely clocked your position. However, if you're brave, mad or forced to do this, you can get up close to a Titan and press X to mount the mech. Now from there you can tear off some plate metal and then fire some shots at the exposed weak spot. It's a desperate measure, but it's a pretty good way, a surprising way, to finish off a weakened Titan. You could always try leaping off the rooftop to the same effect, which they may not see you coming. And at worst it's a distraction which allows your friends to focus on taking down that Titan. Unsurprisingly, Titans controlled by AI are even more susceptible to this approach. Now, and another option you've got is to hit X after you're holding the Titan and then quickly press the jump button, which causes a big thing called a super bounce, and this launches you high into the air, which is similar to the eject function where you can whip out your anti-Titan weapon. Number 8. Use Titans wisely. Now don't call in a Titan just because you can. Sometimes it's smarter to wait. If the map is absolutely packed with Titans going head to head, bringing your Titan in can just cause a melee and make you a really easy target. Instead, it's often better to work the angles and use cover to swing the pendulum in your favour. Now target enemy pilots on foot, thin out the grunt members, or support your existing titles with friendly fire. Once in a Titan, be aware of its weaknesses. Try to be mobile and agile and use your sprints and lateral dashes. Most players lumber around slowly thinking the mech is like a traditional robot style you can just plunder through, but smarter players will take a few shots, recharge to cover, wait for their shields to boost back up, and then go back out and shoot some more. Don't forget to use your abilities like the Vortex Shield on the left bumper, which collects incoming bullets and missiles and spits them back at your foes. Electric Smoke is another powerful underused tactic. It creates a cloud of charged smoke which covers your movement, plus it damages enemy pilots, grunts and Titans nearby. Plus it stops their rodeo attempts. Number 9. Learn how to defend hardpoints. Now, a bit like Domination or King of the Hill in traditional shooters, players can jostle for position of control of 3 designated zones. When you're in control of an area, you earn team points for holding it, helping you to win the match. And obviously the more hardpoints you own and the longer you hold them, the bigger the effect. Now, due to the map's scale, it's pretty common to find yourself all alone when capturing and defending a hardpoint. So a key tip here is to use your Titan for backup. Set it to guard mode by pressing the D-pad down, and it'll attack enemy pilots and Titans that approach within range. Worst case, it acts as a kind of warning alert to get a move on. Number 10. Smarter cloaking tactics. Cloaking by tapping LB isn't actually that useful in open play. People can pretty easily see the glint, but it can be quite helpful when taking part in a hardpoint match. For example, if you go into the corner of a building and stay perfectly still, when the guy enters, he's probably more obsessed about, good grief, I've got a hard point, than worrying about who's hiding in that corner. Cloaking's also a useful combination tactic with using the knife grapple we talked about earlier, for example when you jump on a wall and hang off to fire off some shots. Okay, that's it for now, so please subscribe to the channel by the subscribe button for more great daily Titanfall videos and tips, and check out CVG's review of Titanfall in the About description below. We've got more live streams and tips on the channel all week, and check out CVG's Tamor, who's live streaming from Twitch this very day.